Hello and welcome to this edition of English News. I'm Kate Mary. First, the top headlines. Retaining wall on Imphal riverbank at Kiamway Caves in. Local residents apprehensive of flood in next monsoon. And MP Thang Subaite refutes allegations that he remained silent in the parliament. Now the news in detail. A retaining wall constructed on the bank of Imphal River at Kiamgai Khoirom Laikai in Kairau Assembly constituency in Imphal East district has caved in for a distance of about 200 meters, which has made the local residents very apprehensive of a flood in the coming rainy days. Local residents have taken umbrage at the lackadaisical attitude of the Irrigation and Flood Control Department IFCD, saying that there is no fund in the department. The retaining wall was constructed on the western bank of Imphal River under the supervision of IFCD in 2006-07. The retaining wall has caved in for a distance of about 200 meters, giving rise to the belief that the wall was not constructed as per the rules given in the work order for maintaining quality as required. The caved-in part of the wall is found to be as low as the surface of the embankment road, and about a 5 feet wide crack is also seen in the wall facing the river. EE of IFCD, CH Ranbir, along with the MLA of Kairau AC, Karam Thamarjit, visited the site and inspected the damaged portion of the retaining wall. Local residents expressed their strong fear that as soon as the monsoon sets in, the area will face a deluge. If a flood occurs in the area, many villages in 7 assembly constituencies will be submerged underwater. Despite repeated complaints, the authority has remained apathetic, giving a lame excuse that the department has no funds. The local residents lamented. If the damaged retaining wall is repaired properly as soon as possible, huge number of people could be saved from flood, they said.
Kerong kendra lere, langdamang kendra lere. Adegi samuro thungko duini. Nori pakhala tobu duini. Adegi wangoi isna wangoi samu sang yobu duini. Adegi thungju kendra siya yobu duini. Ayam dabda awagi constituency tari ni pangan ki meada mana effect tobu duini. Masih yang biraga gamena adegi council menteri na awagi darkari bethabu sini pakai piwai na. Ay prajamu ini mahajaningi.
On the other hand, E. Ranbir said the department has been taking up repairing work since about 15 days as soon as they heard about the wall caving in. However, as the department has not enough fund at the moment, the work cannot be speeded up. If funds from AIBP are received, the work can be taken up as fast as possible, he said.
Every 3 feet ki laya sida thola ga compaction rollers in up to existing ball level so adu bhawa thola ga lorak pagi tanja do khara muk create muk lakpadagi khoi muk la ga khoi honorable de ke tanar ga smasi kamai to si ge na adu ti compaction su tawna ba kanu su tawna ba ising ta caption je na ising mayam sim caption ba caption matung da huji le ba phim se lak.
The people of the local areas are very uneasy over the collapsed wall as they have undergone the sufferings of inundation 3 times before. A woman resident of the area poured out her heart, saying that even if they have to contribute money by selling their jewelry or stuff for some days, they are ready to contribute. But the authorities should get the repairing work done at the earliest, she said. MP Thang Subaite, Congress candidate of Outer Manipur parliamentary constituency, has refuted the allegations that the sitting MPs remain silent on the issues of racial attacks on the people of Northeast in the recent times. He made the statement while speaking to some media persons at his residential quarters. Thanking the chairperson of UPA for giving him ticket to contest in the election for the second time, he said he will contest the election by taking part in the issues of the state. Congress party is confident in building the integrity of the state as well as the nation. The party will not try to break the integrity and borders of the state. From his favor, he is giving his whole effort in the matter, he added.
Local problem, for example, the Manipur boundary issue, Natraga ethnic issue, Natraga Manipur integration question, Adumba Lapukanda, a boy, Kramani Toraga Madu situation Matumilla, how to react Abama, a boy in Jinglaga, Madum, Manipur go in a Sultanaba, State ki India go in a Sultanaba, Madugi, solution of the from time to that Madu, a boy Jengani, a boy principality is not be negative to national integrity and state integrity.
While asking about the silence of MPs of Manipur in the recent racial attacks on the people of the Northeast and border issues, he replied, "None of the MPs just remain silent on the issues. There is a committee of the MPs from the Northeast. The committee pressurized the Prime Minister and the Home Minister regarding the issue. As a result of their efforts, a committee has been formed comprising an IAS officer from each of the northeastern states and formulate policies to deal with the issues. MPs of Northeast, including himself, participated in the protest of the students. They raised the issue in the parliament. Similarly, the issue of border fencing was also taken up with the leaders of Congress.
Maduna Karamba line the Sumtopayaga, the Madu find out don't know the finding committee Agatra, Adon Machine Laga Madu Data circular to Yadrimatata, Egoy Samus Laga, Maduki in so of integrity, solidarity oina, Egoy Samasu, Dana Pawya. Aduna Masida MP Shimo Panelato, a Tumili have the Madu Kitan. I remember talking to Ryan. Do the same so do the Hagadoba, do the same so do the Hagadona. Madre, we learn Yawina, Yawde the Hayaning there. Duga Mashi issue Makashi, politicalized over society of Malaysia. So when we meet Legani, family Manum Sudum Topani, I don't know my Yam Shikaman Tashin Gadrahaba, I don't know. Positive direction
A bullet-ridden dead body of a man was found at Lengang village, a newly established village by people who shifted from Bongbal village on the cycle block of Senapati district around 8 a.m. today. The dead man's hands were found tied with a rope. Villagers found the body early in the morning, then informed the Yaripok police station. According to RC book found on the body, the dead man could be one Haupu Hauki from Senapati district. Yaripok police picked up the body from the spot and kept it at Jennings morgue for post-mortem. Meanwhile, the person who was killed in encounter with the police commando at Komlaching yesterday has been identified as one Chinhanmi Tangkhul, aged 19, son of Yeringai of Sora Lane and the cycle block of Senapati district. It may be mentioned that Chinhanmi was killed by police commando while he allegedly tried to hijack a vehicle from a villager at gunpoint. In a major embarrassment for the Congress, a leader from the party today joined the BJP less than 24 hours after being named in the former's first list of candidates for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. Dr. Bhagirath Prasad, a retired IAS officer, was declared the Congress candidate from Bhind constituency in Madhya Pradesh on Saturday. He was among the 194 nominees who figure in the first list. Earlier in the day, Prasad met Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan and other senior leaders of the BJP at the party's state headquarters in Bhopal. Prasad had unsuccessfully contested the last Lok Sabha elections in 2009 from the same seat on a Congress ticket. Investigators are trying to find out what happened to a Malaysia Airlines jet that disappeared somewhere over the Gulf of Thailand on Saturday morning. We're examining the usual causes of plane crashes: mechanical failure, pilot error, bad weather. But the discovery that two of the passengers were carrying stolen passports also raised that unsettling possibility of foul play. By early Sunday morning, there was little to go on. No wreckage of the jet, a Boeing 777-200 with 239 people aboard, and other than a 12-mile oil slick on the surface of the Gulf. No clue that a crash had even taken place. The airline said the plane had recently passed inspection, and Malaysia's Deputy Minister of Transport, Aziz bin Kaprawi, said the authority has not received any distress signals from the aircraft. The plane was flying at 35,000 feet with no reports of threatening weather. After officials in Rome and Vienna confirmed that the names of an Italian and an Austrian listed on the manifesto of the missing flight matches the name of two passports reported stolen in Thailand. Officials emphasized that the investigation was in its earliest stages and that they were considering all possibilities. It may be mentioned that if all abroad were killed, it would be the deadliest commercial airline crash since November 12, 2001, when an American Airlines Airbus crashed just after takeoff from Kennedy Airport en route to the Dominican Republic. The 14th capping ceremony of Nightingale Nursing Institute was held at the Panchayat Bhavan, Porompat. Nursing Superintendent of Jenims, Landhoni, and Dr. K.H. Hemanta took part in the ceremony as special guest. Meritorious students of the institute were encouraged by giving prizes. Dr. K.H. Hemanta said individuals taking nurse as their profession should be unbiased. They should serve the patients with care. He further said nurses play a big role in improving the health sector. And to wrap up the headlines once again, retaining wall on Imphal riverbank at Kiamgai Caves in. Local residents apprehensive of flood in next monsoon. And MP Thang Subaite refutes allegations that he remained silent in the parliament. Well, that's it in this edition. Thanks very much for joining us.